One of the great things about being in Southern California is that a lot of beers come to you. Such a big population, so we have a lot of beers that come our way. And thankfully, recently, a California brewery, Tahoe Mountain Brewing Company, has decided to take their beers from Truckee, California, all the way down here to Los Angeles, and they've brought a few of their Récolte du Bois series. These are their barrel-aged series of beers, primarily saisons, but they also do some heavier stouts as well, I believe. And I've decided for the month of July to do a couple of their barrel-aged saisons. Now we're starting off with a sage-added wine barrel-aged saison. So sage, like lavender, like a few other ingredients, very powerful. Doesn't take a lot to really overdo it, and to find the right balance of sage is a hard thing to do. So I'll be very interested to see what the balance on this Harvest of the Wood, which is what Récolte du Bois means, beer, how it does that. There's one marker that I usually use for sage beers. That is triple white sage from Craftsman Brewing Company, just a skosh over to the east of me here in Pasadena. Very elegantly done. It comes through with strong sage, but it doesn't kill the palate. It doesn't go overboard. So I'll be interested to see how that compares to my memory of that beer. So enough talking. Let's try Tahoe Mountain's Saison Savoureuse, ale-aged in wine barrels with sage added. Oh, and did I mention Brett? You know, yeah, just that little Brett thing, because that is the first and only thing I'm getting off of here. This is a wild smelling beer. This has got some barnhouse funk going on here. And by barnhouse, I mean that's a little combo Americanism slang for barnyard and farmhouse. Because, you know, sometimes you just have to play with the English language. Yeah, that is funk-y. It's 99% Brett right there. There's a little bit of red wine at the back of that. So there's this combo. I'm not getting any sage. Saison is off the table at this point. So those two things are not there. So I'll be very interested to see what the taste is like of the Savoureuse. Very bright on the tip of the tongue. Tart and sour first, wine, and then the savory of the sage come through. It's in that particular order for me. It's very tasty, but it is very bready. This is not something for the faint of heart. This aroma all on its own will probably scare away multiple people. But the spice is sort of there, but it's really, really masked by the Brett. Yeah, there's almost a certain soda-esque quality to that, because it is bright and bubbly, and that tartness really does hit the tongue. So at first it's sort of got that soda-like feel to it, but that is just it. Then it just goes right into the strength. I mean, this is only a 6.2% beer, but it tastes a little heavier than that. It's bright, but it does, I mean, you're getting that funk. You're getting that beer taste, that Belgian-y sort of thing going on. Very interesting. The sage is there. It's in the background, which I guess is better than if it was taking center stage and singing an aria, but I would have liked a little more sage, a little step back. The bread is pretty aggressive in this one. The wine barrels and that combined sort of take over. It may have been a Saison base, but those notes are sort of gone as well. This is a big brash beer. If you like that, if you like sour, tart, tangy, this is one that's going to give it to you. So we'll do another Harvest of the Wood Récolte de Bois later on, a peach Saison. We'll see how that survives the onslaught of Brett later in the month. Thanks very much for watching. This is Sean Inman, Beer Search Party. Check out all my Los Angeles news and any other beer fancies that catch my eye at www.beersearchparty.com. And cheers.